loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I send you guys much love and light. I'm so happy and grateful that you're here today. So let's tap in and see what's going on in your love life the second half of March. So I'll go through each zodiac sign and let you know how are things looking for you romantically as the month plays out. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign if you find that that is helpful. And with whatever comes through from spirit, I just want you to know that I only wish you the best in your love life. I truly do. I hope that you get everything that you want. I send you much love and light. I fill your readings with love and light. And before I begin, I just want to take a moment to invite the white light, spirit. All right, let's start out with your reading, Pisces. Your love life. What are your messages? Oh, you have someone who really wants to try and rebuild things with you, because I see the way that this person misses you so much right now. And it just feels like as the month plays out, they're going to realize things that they didn't realize before. Just what you mean to them and what the connection means to them. And I have to tell you that this connection means everything. So this definitely feels like they're not around you, because I see the way that they miss you and how they're longing to reconnect. For those of you that are in a relationship, though, it could just be spirit letting you know that they sense distance. Like there's this growing amount of distance coming in, and they yearn for you. They really do. I mean, the Five of Pentacles just says so much about the way this person's looking at it, as though I'm on the outside and you're who I want to be with. I want to be with you. This person feels like wherever you are, that's where their home is. Aquarius's energy is here, you guys. Are you thinking of an Aquarius? Cross watchers, or that could be your own moon or rising sign. I just want to mention it to you because it's coming through. So I definitely see this effort of this person trying to repair the trust, because the trust is definitely in jeopardy. They realize that. If you're wondering, do they see the error of their ways? Do they see what I tried to give to them? Do they appreciate the connection? Yes, yes, and yes. That's really what you need to know, Pisces. This person definitely realizes how self-centered they were. Since being distant from you or in separation from you, it's just made them see that they're never going to find anyone else like you. So you're someone that should be treasured. You're someone that should be put up on a pedestal. And I just have to say this, for those of you that are cross-watching for Pisces, this is how Pisces, the things that they're realizing about you, just to make that clear. So what they'll do, they're not gonna come on strong. They're not gonna make like a huge gesture. What spirit is showing me is someone that's going to try and take baby steps towards rebuilding it with you. I feel like the last thing they want to do is come on strong or feel like they're doing anything to upset you or push you away. So I definitely see the small moves that they're going to make to try and rebuild the trust. This person can't stand to be apart from you. There's such a loneliness and a void in their life with this distance that's come between the two of you. They just feel like you are incredibly special. And you know what? It could have even took losing you or being in separation from you or just being in this uncomfortable position. Let me tap into that energy, because for some of you here, you're in a relationship with this person, but you're just not doing the same things for them that you normally do. Maybe some of you here really kind of live your life around this person, really catering to them and putting them first because of how much you care. And it feels like because they see that you've pulled back. So for some of you that resonate with that and you're kind of switching up your behavior, this person is starting to see like, wow, I really had it good. There's no one else like you. There's no one else that treated me the way that you treat me. And then on top of that, you're so beautiful, like physically very beautiful from this person's perspective. So it's about realizing the ways that they've taken you for granted, taken things for jeopardy. And I see this person striving to fix things with you and trying to go about it the right way. These baby steps from this person's perspective, they feel like that's the right way to go. That's the right move for me to make. So for those of you that know you've put this person first and you're pulling your energy away, they see that, they realize that, they know what they need to do to make it right. But I definitely pick up on a stronger sense of some of you are in separation from this person with the way I can see they just want to be back with you. They just even like want to come over. They want to come back home. They want to be around you because they feel like you are their home. All right, so there's a lot of realizations from this person's perspective that are playing out. And it feels like the power is definitely in your control, Pisces, as to whether or not you want to take this person back. If you don't know that, Spirit wants you to know that. For some of you, I say that to give you that inner strength because I can see the way that this person can be a little domineering for some of you here. But the power is yours. Okay, Pisces? That's what I can see going on as March plays out. And I just want to say one more thing with the way that this person moves and what they'll do next, how they'll act. It's like small gestures. And that's not an indication of their interest. It's this person feeling like, well, I'll start small because I feel like that's the best way to approach this Pisces. So if they're not going above and beyond and like pouring it on really thick, that's a strategy on their part, and they feel like that's the best way to rebuild the trust with you. Okay, that's what I can see. You're going to be put in a position where you'll make a decision regarding what you want to do here. I can see that very clearly because the Three of Pentacles was coming through in reverse. So if you're in separation, I definitely see this person making moves towards you, even asking you to be back in a relationship with them, asking you to be there. So the decision will be yours to make, Pisces. I feel like something you really need to know, as maybe even a way to boost your self-confidence, is just this person feels you are very beautiful. Just you're beautiful from the inside out, but especially the outside. They feel like you're everything that they could ever ask for in a person. But it's not all about your looks. It's about who you are genuinely on the inside. You just happen to be wrapped up in a beautiful package. So it's like you are the full package. They realize these things now. And they really long for you and miss you and want you. For those of you that choose to switch things up, maybe after hearing, that message coming through in the reading, if maybe this person needs a little bit of time to miss you, and you'll do with that what you choose. But if you've been thinking, should I take a different route? Should I do something different? I can just see the effect when this person sees that you're not catering to them the way you normally do, when they see you're not around as much, when they see you're just doing you and doing what you have to do. Give this person a little space to miss you, and they'll appreciate the connection more. Okay, Pisces, that's what I can see going on. I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed those messages. And next is Aries. All right, Aries. So let's get into your love reading now. The second half of March. How are things going to play out for you? What is the energy like in your love life? interesting mix of experiences, because I see you guys feeling really, really happy at one point in time. But I feel like there's a little bit of warnings to tell you about, depending on how you want things to go and like the dynamic. Is anyone thinking of a Libra, Sagittarius, or Scorpio? Because their energy's coming through really strong in the reading. So I want to mention those to you. Could be cross watchers or your own moon or rising sign. It just feels like I see you feeling like you're very deeply in love with this person. So special times with them are on the horizon. And I know when you think about the connection, you feel like you're in love with this person, and I see you being very, very happy. Then I also see this mix of like the chemistry you have with them, the flirtation, and how things build up between the two of you, the physical and sexual satisfaction, the way that it really is something that boosts your ego, the foreplay. You know, I see all of that energy, very, very exciting. And I think like when you're wrapped up in the moments with this person, you feel like they're lifting you up in ways that you wanted to be lifted up. Like they're supporting you in ways that you need their support. So there's definitely, I mean, I see you feeling that. The thing that gives me pause is the way that the death card is coming in reverse. And then the ace of swords is there. And when I see it accompanied with that knight of wands, some of you know that this person is kind of in and out of your life and things are not as consistent with them as you'd like it to be. So some of you are in the period of like they're gone. So know that they are coming back. They are going to reach out, even if you haven't heard from them in a few days. For some of you, it could have been a few weeks. You haven't heard from this person. They're definitely going to reach out again. And I feel like when they extend an invitation to you, I think you're going to say yes, because I see you guys wrapped up in these moments. But it just feels like, and I'm not trying to paint this person in a malicious light by any means, but if you're looking for things to change, like that energy to change, and for things to go from inconsistent or casual to consistent and a relationship, I have to be really honest with you. The death card is coming in reverse. So it feels like that energy remains the same. Like certain changes that you may be wanting to see, it feels like the energy remains the same. And for those of you that maybe feel this, you know, does that hurt you? Because for some of you, it could, the way this person is in and out of your life. I just give you the warning of, I see them like cutting off contact again, or like disappearing or not responding, or just like really delayed responses. So depending on your situation, you'll decide what you want to do. What I can see though is the way they come back around again. And for a point in time, I see you being very happy, but it feels like it's short-lived. The same way a rainbow doesn't stay in the sky forever. It's like a moment in time, a beautiful moment in time. And I read it this way because the Knight of Wands, that shows me someone that's not settled. It shows me someone that's here today and gone tomorrow. So I know you guys, I know you value this person. I know you feel like they're very intelligent, and then they have this side to them that's spontaneous and fun. And I know you are attracted to them, in love with them. You feel like they're sexy. I see all of that energy here, but it's just something to think about if you're looking for it to turn into more. As March plays out, I see you guys having fun together, but I don't see it becoming something that's official. So you'll take that information the way that you choose and you'll move accordingly. I just feel like Spirit wants you to know that it feels like this person comes back into your life and then they're gone again. All right, you guys, that's what I can see. I love you so much, Aries. I hope that that is helpful for you. I truly do. All right. And next is Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's get into your love reading. What's going on second half of March? there's a shift that will come in. I just feel like some of you could be in a place where you're just waiting for things to change, waiting for things to move forward. What Spirit wants you to know is that shift that you're waiting to happen is going to happen. I can see Sagittarius's energy in your reading. Or is anyone thinking of a Sagittarius? Cross watchers, Pisces as well. Cross watchers, moon or rising sign. So it's funny because I just can pick up on this sense of, I'm thinking about all of our memories together. I'm thinking about how invested I am with this person in the connection. And I'm thinking about all the potential that we have. So I'm trying to keep my mind in that space of like trying to nurture what it is that we have. But at the same time, I feel like I'm also dealing with feelings of wanting more, wondering when it's going to turn into more, wondering about when it's going to progress. It just feels like it's when push comes to shove. I say that because the 10 of Wands is coming through. So that really is like when push comes to shove, because everything in this energy is telling someone to like let the baggage go, to let it all go, to step into the next chapter of their life, to explore the unknown, to move forward. But when the 10 of Wands is in reverse, it's like it's stuck. It's stuck. So I see you guys kind of thinking about what you want, maybe even feeling like you're not getting what you want. I see you dealing with that, like that sense of, it could lead to a sense of frustration. I will say this though, if for anyone that loses their temper, you're going to end up apologizing for that. So that's just a little something to keep in the back of your mind, because the Knight of Swords shows me that. So just something to think about. So I do feel like this shift is coming in. But honestly, the best way to describe it is it feels when push comes to shove. If you're looking for someone to make you the priority, or even for some of you here looking for this person to eliminate anyone else that they're talking to, involved with, any kind of romantic competition, or if it's just the energy of what's coming between the two of you, who's coming between the two of you, I can see where you're going to find your footing with this person. I feel like there's definitely a right way to go about it and a wrong way to go about getting what you want. There's a lot of advice coming through to definitely keep your temper in check if you know you have one. But there is a way to still communicate with this person what it is that you want and what it is that you need. For some of you, maybe you just need to make that clear and send them in the right direction, because I see someone who is motivated to take action. So for some of you, you're keeping too much inside, and you'll be better off if you let this person know where you want things to go and what you need and what you'd like them to do for you. For anyone that's watching that feels like maybe something occurred between the two of you, there could have been an argument, you're wondering, is that person going to come forward and apologize and make it right? Yes, I feel that they will. But when they do, will you be willing to move forward? Because everything in the reading is telling whoever's watching to let themselves move forward, to release the old, to release the past, to release the burdens, to release the pain, and just embark on this new path that's opening for you. All right, you guys, I wonder what all of this means to you, Taurus, but that's what I can see. It really is all about moving forward, the opportunity to move forward and seizing that opportunity. And that's funny because for some of you, it has to do with everything that you're holding inside and not communicating, which could help switch the energy, so to speak. And for the push comes to shove, it could even be like your own internal dialogue. I just want to say that there's an opportunity to start again. There's an opportunity for things to move forward. And everything is telling you to embrace the forward movement. I know that you're going to get what you want, though. At the end of the day, that is what it is, and that's what Spirit wants you to know. But there's also a lot of messages coming through for things that could be really good for you, cathartic for you. Okay, Taurus, that's what I can see going on second half of March. I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. I hope it was helpful for you. All right, Gemini, what's going on in your love life? How are things going to play out the second half of March? Okay, something to kind of warn you about, because it's like a pattern that I can see here. Capricorn's energy, Taurus's energy. Is anyone on the cusp of Taurus? Thinking of a Capricorn or a Pisces, cross watchers, moon or rising? Okay, Wheel of Fortune's coming in reverse. And then I see the Devil card coming through. That's definitely negative patterns repeating on a loop, on a cycle, with the opportunity to say no more. I'm not accepting that. I'm not doing that. I'm not feeding that same energy and negativity. So don't be surprised, Gemini, if certain things that are being repressed come up to the surface, whether it's on your end or on the person's end that you're involved with. But now's the opportunity for change, real change. So I feel like something's gonna come to the forefront again. You're gonna see how something comes back around again or comes full circle. But it's like this time we have the opportunity to make things easier for ourselves than harder. So it's like this energy of something that really needs to be resolved that keeps coming up all over again. But it feels like that's been a pattern with you and someone, but now there's the opportunity to really make it right. You know how you can, in little ways, connecting with your spirituality or connecting with your religion, for sure, getting like a definite picture on how you want things to go. If you keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak, and you keep your energy centered on success, I feel like that can really tune the connection into a higher frequency, vibration. It's not telling you to just, no, you have to face it. That's the thing. It's not about suppressing it. When it comes up to the surface again, or when this topic is being discussed again, it's really an opportunity to break free from that cycle. Some of you are caught up in karmic lessons, it's like your own personal karmic lessons for some of you here, or just like you bear the brunt of something that this person is trying to figure out. And let me explain to you what karma is, because that's not something that's coming into your life to punish you. It's certain lessons repeating. Karma is just a balancing of lessons from one lifetime to the next. So now it's an opportunity to really, to really end it, to really break those chains, to free yourselves from what binds the two of you. So that's what I mean by karma. So it could be your own personal things that you're dealing with, and Spirit is telling you to look at those things, confront it, but then also rely on spiritual or religious factors, and keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak, to help lift you to a higher vibration, because there's a real opportunity to move forward. For others of you, it's things that comes between the two of you and the connection. And it's funny that I'm like rubbing my fingers together. It's like this friction. Don't make things harder on yourselves than it needs to be. Learn to pick your battles with certain things. Don't pile one thing on top of another on top of another. Stick to one subject and just focus on that one subject. I feel like that's also advice to you from Spirit about the best way forward. You'll find that it keeps coming up again because it's finally time to resolve it in this lifetime. Which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Virgo's energy is also here, you guys. Are you thinking of a Virgo? Cross watchers, moon or rising? I say it's a beautiful thing because this, like resolving this, facing this, coming to terms with this, will unlock the next chapter for you, a sense of freedom. You know, how can you, I know some of you resonate with this reading, feeling stuck in a certain place, bound to a certain energy. And now Spirit is telling you that you have the opportunity to break free from what binds you, binds the two of you. It's something that you can definitely do. Just let it come up, let it come out. I know it's easier said than done, but I see that you have everything you need to move forward and resolve it. If you don't, it's going to be something that just keeps coming up over and over and over again because it's meant for you to break free from that cycle in this lifetime. So I wonder what that means to you. Okay, you guys, I love you so much, Gemini. I hope that that is helpful. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. And next is Cancer. All right, my beautiful Cancers. Let's tap in. How is your love life playing out the second half of March? Interesting. Feels like you're going to kind of put someone in check. I can see a person around you that has a lot of charisma. They even have a bit of a cocky side to them. It just feels like it's a person that's very used to getting what they want. Someone that is very intelligent and successful. And I know that to a certain degree, this person is looking at you like a prize, Cancer. I know that since I'm tapping into their ego so much, this person thinks very highly of you. But then I can see that they also have this like bit of arrogance, like looking at you like you're someone that should be with me. So I guess in a sense it is flattering. I don't want to paint this person in such a bad light. But it just feels like when it comes to that kind of attitude and pursuit towards you, I'm just shaking my head because there's something about it where I don't think you really like this person's arrogance. Let me show you these cards. Anyone thinking of a Libra? Cross watchers, moon or rising? It just feels like you're going to kind of put this person to the test and you're not going to make things so easy on them, especially like just getting your time. And even the way that they want to communicate with you. Feels like this person, yes, they have an ego, but when they have their sights set on you, I mean, they're going to lock in on you and like you're who they want. So I see that they come on strong. But there's just something about this connection that I see gives you pause. And it could be exactly what I'm describing to you about the way that this person moves, the way that they behave, and even like this little sense of attitude. I know on the one hand that draws you to them because I feel like you like their confidence. But at the same time, you don't want someone who's just getting too comfortable with you too fast. That's what it feels like. So what I see you doing is putting your attention into other areas of your life. Could be you pick up some extra shifts, could be, certain hobbies that you have. I see that energy here where you're just shifting your focus onto what you feel is important to you. And I feel like this person has never really had someone treat them this way. I feel like it's a little bruise to their ego. I can definitely see that. Let me describe these energies to you, because the Eight of Wands and then the Eight of Pentacles is coming through. So it feels like some of you will kind of strategically, but really it's just you're shifting the focus back onto yourself. They're going to really be hitting you up consistently, and it feels like you're thinking like, I'll get to that later. I'm busy right now. I have other things to do. Or even some of you could leave them unread altogether. And I feel like that's something that kind of shakes this person, because they're not used to being treated that way. It's not like you're trying to teach them a lesson, but they also just can't approach you in a way that where you feel like they're coming on too strong, or they're just too comfortable right off the bat. So there's definitely a shift in the power where you gain control of the situation by kind of taking a step back, being less available. So if you've been wondering how to get someone to come forward, with the way I see this person's ego operates, if you take a step back and you are, you're making yourself less available, and you're really enjoying yourself and focusing on the things that you want to focus on, other areas of your life that you feel deserves your time and attention, it it kind of drives this person crazy. I can see that. It just feels like some of you are dealing with someone who's used to getting what they want whenever they want. And pulling back makes them want you more and more and more and more. Don't be afraid to adopt a stoic energy. Don't be afraid to shift the conversation into an intellectual conversation if this person is coming on strong, being really passionate, and maybe just trying to make things more sexual. Don't be afraid to shift that. I think that they're not used to someone doing that. That's what I'm saying. And that's very refreshing to this person. This is someone that wants to chase. They do want to chase. And their eyes are set on you. So the more they chase, that's just what they want to do. That is what they want to do. If you don't like the way someone's been treating you, Cancer, the advice to you from Spirit is to not make yourself so available to this person, especially if you've been very eager to hear from them. Delay your response back. That's what I can see, because I know that this will all be to your benefit. All right, you guys, I love you so much, Cancer. I hope that that is helpful for you. I send you much love and light. And next is Leo. All right, my beautiful Leos, what's going on in your love life? How will things play out for you the second half of March? There's a new chapter that's about to unfold. The page will turn for you, Leo, so to speak. I feel like that page turns for you and blockages are removed once you set your sights on what's important to you, like really shifting the focus back onto yourself. Is anyone thinking, is anyone thinking of an Aquarius? That energy has come through, cross watchers. Your moon or rising sign, Leo. I see someone really pleading to get back in the picture or to fix things. The Tower in reverse. You're even going to have some, okay, so it could be the current person you're with now, realizing how the connection's been in jeopardy in certain ways, realizing your uniqueness, Leo. For others of you who are wondering about someone coming back into the picture, the Tower in reverse shows me a separation, a falling out, but an opportunity to bring it back together. So for some of you here, you'll be surprised at what comes towards you as March plays out. A connection that's trying to come back into your life all over again. Because someone realizes you are the one that got away, Leo. That's why I read it like this, the star. The star just says so much about what I had and what I lost. I had it all and I lost it all. So you have someone that's really kicking themselves when it comes to you and the decisions that they made, which led to the two of you going your separate ways. This person's been thinking a lot about how to get you back, how to get this back. So for some of you, you'll be surprised when you have someone come back into the picture that's trying to rekindle things with you and make it right, and is telling you what they realize since they lost you, since you've been out of their life. They've never seen anyone like you, been around anyone like you, because you are the full package beyond and then some from this person's perspective. No one can touch the energy of the star, I feel. No, they can't. That's how this person looks at you. So if you've, been wondering, are they thinking of me? Do they still think of me? Do they see, why didn't they see what they had when they had it? It's just that this person perhaps needed more growth. You could have been in a different place for them as far as your emotional intelligence, and it took losing you to see what they had. But everything about this person says, I want you back. So some of you here will even have a person that is trying to rekindle things with you. It's funny that you have a lot going on around you and you're just fixated on what you want to focus on. That just puts a smile on my face because in the cards it's like ignoring something that's right in front of me, choosing to. But be careful with that strategy, Leo, because if the opportunity is presented to you and the universe brings this back around again, or however you want to look at it, if you've been praying for it and you feel like God brought this back around again, know what you have when you have it. It could be time, okay, like they came back around again, it's what you wanted, it's what you wished for or hoped for. Now it's the end of the separation. There's no need to keep this person at arm's length. There's no need to go over things over and over and over again. You may want to have an initial conversation, but after that, some of you, spirit is really giving you a gentle nudge to see what you have right in front of you. All right, Leo. I can just see very clearly there's an opportunity coming in that could be the end of turmoil, the end of hardships, the end of pain, the end of blockages. You've learned what you needed to learn, and now it's time for you to let yourself move forward. So it's kind of about forgiveness for some of you here too. Because some of you I know are not open to rekindling anything with anyone from the past, and that's perfectly fine. Some of you are, some of you aren't. But it's still about you moving forward though. Letting yourself move forward. Letting yourself be loved, or maybe even considering letting yourself open up to a connection that comes your way. Because no matter how you look at it, Leo, it's supposed to be the end of a difficult cycle for you. Let yourself see that. Let yourself embrace that. Because when I tap into that energy, for anyone here that's not open to a connection from the past and maybe you're single, this feels like you have a beautiful opportunity that comes in. Let yourself be open to it, especially if in the back of your mind you've been asking for something like this. There's a very beautiful opportunity in front of you, Leo. Don't let it pass you by. Whether it's rekindling things or a new connection coming towards you, or for some of you here with your current connection, the way that this person is trying to fix it, they see that they hurt you, they don't want to hurt you, they don't want to do anything to further damage the connection. It is about picking your battles. Wise enough to know when it is time to accept, when it is time to move forward. And you do have that wisdom. That's why I'm saying that to you, Leo. And I still pick up on this energy, and I know I've seen it in a few readings that I've done for Leos recently. It's almost like when you're not looking for it, it comes to you. So don't be afraid to pour all of the attention into yourself, Leo. And that doesn't make you self-centered. Focus on what you enjoy. Even if you want to, some of you will pick up extra shifts. Some of you will focus your attention onto work. For others of you, it's something that you're trying to build, something that you're trying to create, side hobbies, hustles, things like that. It clears your energy. I feel like it does. Because this is coming to you. So I feel like it's very interesting. You're going to be at a crossroads with an opportunity to truly move forward and leave the past in the past, the pain from the past in the past. Because I see the way some of you react to this person that wants to fix things with you. A bit stubborn. There's potential for it. If you, there's potential for it, but I feel like it's not worth it. Because it's funny that I know some of you have longed for this person to walk back into your life. So it's like when they finally do, why are you still shutting down? Like I said, if you want to have an initial conversation about what happened between the two of you or what separated you, let that be it. Don't dwell on that because it's an opportunity to move forward. And also this kind of personal message for some of you here. You have a person that I can see coming towards you that is really a catalyst for your healing. They're going to tell you things about yourself that you may feel is difficult to believe. How beautiful you are, how incredible you are, how unique you are. They've never met anyone like you. They're going to tell you these things. Believe it, Leo. Let yourself absorb all of that positivity and let this person's energy towards you be a catalyst for your healing, growth, and forward movement. Don't block a beautiful opportunity from coming in. I feel like it's Spirit telling you to let yourself be open. Let yourself take chances. If it's a hard no on the past, that's completely fine. It could be Spirit just letting you know that you have someone coming in that's trying to help fortify you, rebuild your confidence. It's someone that you charted as a catalyst for your healing. Let this person help you move forward, Leo. For some of you, yes, it could be a connection at work, if you've been wondering that. All right, Leo, that is what I can see. You are beautiful. You are different. You are unique. Your energy is rare. I can see that here. Believe that about yourself. Okay, Leo, that's what I can see going on second half of March. I love you guys so much. I send you much love and light, Leo. Next is Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's tap in your love life the second half of March. So I definitely pick up on a very playful energy that's here. I say that because the Six of Cups and then the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands, these are the overall energies. So there is an opportunity for fun. There's an opportunity for lightheartedness. So some of you have a person coming towards you that will bring a lot of fun and excitement and attention into your life. It just feels like things are meant to be more on the lighthearted side right now. And that is not an indication of someone's feelings for you or their interest in you. It just feels like as March plays out, what spirit wants or where your love life is supposed to go is into an energy of lightness, embracing your inner child, having fun, being silly, being goofy. I feel like that really is the best way forward for Virgos and the energy around Virgos. And the more you go with the flow in that lighthearted direction, Virgo, the better off you will be. Try not to take yourself too seriously as March plays out. Really, honestly, because I feel like some of you here could slip into this place where you're noticing every little thing and kind of taking it personally where you don't need to take it personally, and maybe even looking at the person that you're connected to or interested in as though you could even feel like it's disrespectful. But I have to tell you, this person's intentions or like the meaning of their presence in your life as March plays out, it is to bring a sense of lightheartedness and playfulness into your life. And I just honestly feel like it's important for you to be aware of that energy so you don't feel like it's something negative or something bad, or you're taking it personally. See, okay, I wonder what that means to you, because for some of you, are you waiting for someone to show you a more serious side, especially if it's newer or you're in the talking stages? It may not be meant to be more than that with this person, Virgo. Honestly, it could just be they're meant to help you reconnect with your playful side, your lighthearted side, your flirtatious side, without putting so much stress and emphasis on something serious, long term, the future. So, for those of you in a relationship, if you find that your person is more lighthearted, joking around, maybe even being more flirtatious and things like that, I feel like Spirit is telling you to ride that wave and embrace that energy, because you could use that in your life. And for others of you, if it's a newer connection and you feel like things aren't really moving forward into a serious direction with this person, they may not be the one that you're supposed to be serious with. This could simply be a stepping stone, and I don't mean that in an insulting way, but it's a stepping stone as a reminder to you to embrace your playful side, to not take everything so seriously. You know, that's what I can see, because the energy that's coming in for the second half of March is very playful. So let yourself play, let yourself have fun, let yourself have fun. It could be, you know what, it's funny because I can see it and I know some of you may not see it. That's why I'm describing it to you this way. It's actually something that, if you embrace that playful energy, could be something that really lifts you out of like a needy place. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. I just don't know how else to describe it, because the Six of Pentacles is there. So it's like a helping hand, a helpful person that either comes towards you, is around you now, or it's the kind of energy your person is embracing, which is exactly what you need. That's the thing about it, is I see this person is trying to give you what you need. You may feel like you need something else, something like more serious, but I feel like everything is telling you, Virgo, to embrace a lighthearted approach and let yourself have fun. And that's what I see coming in for the second half of March. All right, Virgo. I love you guys. That's what I can see going on. I hope that's helpful for you. All right, my beautiful Libras. Your love life. How will things play out for you? Second half of March. Interesting. Anyone thinking of a Scorpio or a Taurus, Sagittarius's energy is here. All of those energies have come through, Libra, in your reading so far. You could be on the cusp of Scorpio, cross watchers, moon or rising sign. I'll mention it to you because it's here. Okay, your reading in a way is very similar to Virgo's because it's advice telling you to embrace a more lighthearted, fun approach to your love life. And it feels like as March plays out, some of you could really resist things being more lighthearted, fun, or casual, but that could be exactly what you need right now. That's the thing about it, because the Death card is coming in reverse, which shows me like something is stuck in that energy for a bit. And it's not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you choose to swim upstream, so to speak, rather than just going with the flow and enjoying yourself. I know for some of you here, with the Empress in reverse, you could want things to be in a like more serious with this person and actually find it quite insulting that they're not making things more serious with you. If this is a newer connection, the page next to the Empress, that says a lot about what this person can actually offer you. And I don't mean that in an insulting way, but you guys could really be in two different places as far as what you could offer to each other. So the fact that I see a Page of Cups around an Empress, it's not a bad thing. It's not that this person is trying to be sneaky or malicious or play games with the heart. It feels like you called this person in. You're not really seeing that you did, but I can see that you did. You called them in to bring some lighthearted energy into your love life right now. So try not to take yourself too seriously. If you have a person around you that things maybe are more casual or they are a lot of fun, I feel like Spirit is telling you to embrace this person's energy, because they could just be in your life for a season, a short period of time, to help maybe bring you up to a higher vibration. When is the last time you laughed and had fun? I mean like really belly laughed and had fun with someone. Because it feels like that's the energy that's trying to come in for you. And everything here is telling you to embrace it. And not maybe try to switch your outlook, because you have everything to offer. You truly do. I know you see that about yourself, but everyone can see that about you. So the fact that I see someone around you where things are more lighthearted and casual, that is not a reflection of you and what you have to offer. It's simply a time in your life for you to enjoy, to pause and enjoy. You need to know that you are going to get everything that you want when it comes to love. It just feels like for now, you need more fun and lighthearted energy around you. So if you're in a place where you feel like something is stuck and you want it to change and it's not, it's because it's not meant to change right now. It will. But everything here is telling you to reconnect with your lightheartedness, the fun side of things, the flirtatious side, the silly side of things. Because it'll be really good for you. It will. I just feel like I have to tell someone to not worry, or to stop worrying, or to stop taking yourself so seriously, taking your love life so seriously. All right, that's what I can see. I just see the presence of someone around you that is trying to bring loving energy, playful energy, fun energy into your life. And the ironic thing about it is your higher self knew that that's exactly what you need at this moment in your life. It's exactly what you need. You need some fun, and I can see where fun is trying to come into your life. All right, Libra, I wonder what all of that means to you. So try to shift your mindset. Everything is going exactly as it should according to your plan, your divine plan. I can just see where it's time for you to let yourself be present, because it feels like you're too much thinking about what's next. Just let yourself be present. The Page of Cups, someone who has a really great sense of humor. Some of you look at this as your current person. For others of you, it could be someone that maybe you discounted because you're looking for something more serious, you are going to get what you want. But I can see where your higher self is telling you that this is what you need right now. Maybe a break from everything so serious and worrying about the future. You'll be surprised that this can really shift your energy and tune you into a different frequency, one of receiving. That's what you need to know. You are going to get everything that you want. It just feels like that will help shift your energy and bring it to you faster. You don't have anything to prove. You've already proven yourself, and everyone can see everything that you have to offer. You do have it all. You do, truly. Marriage material, parent material. You're not doing anything wrong. If you find that something is not moving forward, it's because you're meant to be present and let yourself relax. You really should. That's the advice from Spirit. Okay, Libra. I love you guys so much. I hope that that is helpful for you. I send you much love and light. And next is Scorpio. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. So let's tap into your love life the second half of March. How are things going to play out? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. You have someone that I see misses you a lot, like is dying to communicate with you, just even wishing, like, I wish I could see this Scorpio, hang out with this Scorpio, run into this Scorpio. They put so much thought into seeing you and they miss you and they want to talk to you. Look at these energies coming through. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Taurus's energy is here, you guys. Are you thinking of a Taurus? It could be cross watchers or your own moon or rising sign. I'll mention it because it's coming through. So you have someone that's been reminiscing about you for quite some time. And the way that this person feels is, I'm on the outside and I miss you and I want to be around you. I want to spend time with you. And it's like really a need. The more time you've been apart from this person, the more they yearn to be around you. They definitely look at it as though since you've been out of my life, things have been off track. That's how they look at it. So there's been a lot that this person has realized, and the things that I'm saying is things that they're going to come forward and say, because this is someone who is going to find you or run into you, and like once they have a way to communicate with you, there's so much that they're going to unload onto you. It's what they've realized, and what Spirit wants you to know is what this person says to you is the absolute truth. Unfiltered and just professing all of their feelings, professing how much they've missed you, and even telling you something as significant as that was a mistake to like part ways with you or to take my life in another direction. Since I did that, this person is going to say things to you like, I felt like that threw my life off track. So I feel like you have someone that I see, either you run into them or they just can't stand to be away from you and they make contact with you somehow, some way they do. And it just feels like they unload a lot. And they put you in a position where I see you trying to just process everything that they're saying to you. I think you're going to save face with this person, even though I see you being very emotional. You're not going to let this person see you sweat. It feels like when it comes to this, you really have a poker face. But it's definitely something that shakes you up emotionally, where you're just trying to figure it out or find your grounded energy on the situation. And then I can see where you really start to think back and you think about all the times you had with this person, the memories, the plans you had for the future. Really letting yourself process things. For some of you, though, I just see where you get to this place where I think some of you feel like it's not an offer that you want to take. And I feel like that's why the Ace of Pentacles is coming in reverse. It's like someone who wants you to take their hand, someone who's asking for a new chapter to start. But where it comes in reverse, and as I see you trying to find balance and figure everything out, some of you decide that that connection now just falls short from what you're really looking for. So this is going to trigger a lot within you, Scorpio, where you do take a deep look inside and you see very clearly what you want and what you need. And even though they're coming forward and they miss you and they're professing what's in their heart and the things that they realize, this is not a decision that you come to lightly. You put a lot of thought into this. And it feels like ultimately what you choose to decide is you don't want to compromise, and you feel like this embracing this person's offer just comes with too many compromises. They're not going to just accept that first, though, because I feel like even, you'll tell this person that you can't accept their offer, but I feel like they're going to make another offer and another offer. So it's definitely someone who's going to try more than once to win you over. It's not like you maliciously say, like, you should have known what you had when you had it, or too little too late. No, you're not like that. I see where you're taken aback by it. But it's something that you really dig deep for answers and guidance. Some of you even turn to your spirituality or your religion to find answers on this connection. So it's something that you really think of very deeply. That's what I can see. That's what I can see happening. So for some of you here, if this person has yet to make contact with you, they're going to make contact with you. And there's actually a lot that will happen between the two of you as March plays out. For others of you, you could be resonating with a different part of the message where maybe they're already trying to win you back and you've told them no. I see them trying and trying and trying again. And I wonder if any of you just needed to hear the messages about what a mistake it was to go off in another direction. How that direction they chose just led to loneliness and isolation. That's what Spirit wants you to know. All right, Scorpio. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And next is Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Let's get into your reading now. So the second half of March, how are things going to play out for you in your love life? Let's see. Interesting. Okay, it's beautiful. 2 tens coming through as the overall energy. That's significant because it's letting you know that you have a very happy path that's opening up for you, because a 10 is like the completion and a new beginning, where I see pain ending for you, difficulties ending, blockages ending, and just feeling really happy. It's funny that the energy coming through it's kind of like mixed up in a sense. Let me explain this to you. Because I know you're looking at as someone that, like, I want to catch, I'm going to go after you. You're like a prize. But then, like, the 9 of Pentacles also has a really independent energy. So from what I can see, you're definitely going to shift the focus back onto yourself. And some of you could even, it's like you're single. So either you choose to stop talking to certain people and you're just focusing on yourself and looking at yourself as though you're single. If you're in a relationship, it's not necessarily you breaking up with your person. It just has to do with you not being so intertwined into the connection, remembering yourself, to take care of yourself, to, be concerned with yourself. And I can see that that really switches things up, because it goes from feeling like something was just kind of dragging along, or maybe some of you even felt like you were being strung along, to having the tables turn and this person wanting to take all of this forward moving action towards you. It just feels like you're not going to make it easy on them. And maybe that's something that you need to do in order to teach this person how to treat you, in order to see what they have with you so they'll cherish it. I just see where there's someone that's putting in so much effort in trying to turn things around with you, trying to make it up to you, make up for lost time, even doing some of the things that you did for them, your kind gestures, or these little acts of kindness that you would do to show this person how you truly felt and that you cared about them. Maybe even looking back and thinking, like, did they really appreciate that? Do they remember that I did that for them? You know, not like you're keeping receipts, but it comes from your heart. You're going to see them take action towards you, like a certain action towards you that lets you know that they heard you, they appreciate you, and that they were listening, and that it's like the way they treated you was a mistake, especially for those of you that felt like this person ignored you or made you bear the brunt if they were in a bad mood, or even just made you feel less than, like they weren't, like you weren't their top priority. So I see the things that they realize and everything they're trying to make up to you. It just feels like when you see this person make these efforts towards you, deep down inside, it feels really good. And I can see where you guys have a lot of love for this person, but it doesn't feel like you're going to be an open book. And I feel like that is the best way forward if you're wondering advice from spirit. I feel like that is the best way forward. Not letting this person get too close, and that's a way that you can teach them how to treat you, because I feel like that's what happens. You teach someone the things that you will and will not tolerate. And it's like when you do that, that's why I feel it brings in these two energies of a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. Because I feel like ultimately you're going to let this person back into your heart, because you can't help the way that you feel about them. But at the same time, you're not going to be treated in any way that is less than what you deserve. And for anyone here that's wondering, how do others see me? How am I coming across to others? Some of you could be single wondering that, or if you just have that question on your mind, the Nine of Pentacles just says so much about how you bring everything to the table, because it's the way that you carry yourself, it's your style, the way that you express yourself, the way that you dress. But then you're also someone that, like, I can envision having a good life with you. I'm thinking about the quality person that you are and what you bring to the table. So it's about you being the total package, really like a 10 out of 10. It's your intelligence, it's your inner strength, it's just the way that you take care of yourself, the way that you carry yourself, and your independence. So it's interesting to me because I can see that the both of you do love each other very much, but things haven't been perfect with this person, and you know that you have deserved better from them. And so it's like you embark on your own journey, or you're just shifting the focus back onto yourself, which makes this person step up to the plate and come back around, or step up to the plate and do what's right by you. But then I see that you're very headstrong about your beliefs, and you're not making it easy for them to get a read on you or to just let them back into your heart. It's like you do have your guard up, but I feel like that is the best way to approach the situation, because I can see that this person needs to learn a lesson about how they treat you and the consequences of treating you in a way that you don't deserve to be treated. Like, you're not going to tolerate that. And it feels like in the second half of March, you make that very clear to this person. But I see things ending very happy for the two of you. I do. It's going to be the end of a difficult cycle, And I just see you guys being in love and very happy together, holding on to each other. So even if you're in a place right now where you feel like you're irritated with that person, you're mad at that person, even telling yourself like you need to protect yourself, you're not going to open up to them. I see all of that. I feel like you'll remain in that energy for a few days, but ultimately it's choosing to let them come back, to let them come in, let them come back into my heart, into my life, even into my home for some of you here. And that just feels like it opens up the next chapter for the two of you. Virgo's energy is the strongest in your reading, as well as your own Sagittarius energy. So I'll mention that to you. Could be who you're thinking of, another Sagittarius, or your own moon or rising sign cross watchers. So just know, if you've been meaning to put your foot down about things, it's definitely not going to push this person away. Ironically enough, it's what helps bring balance to the connection. So I feel like the best way forward for you, Sagittarius, is really to focus on yourself, what makes you feel happy. Focus on your own well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically, even making sure that you're taking care of yourself, because I just can see where you start to feel better and better and better about yourself when you shift the focus onto yourself. Make them work for it, and they absolutely will. Because I see this person realizing that they need to make up for lost time. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I can see going on. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope that that was helpful for you. And next is Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's get into your reading. So the second half of March, what's going on in your love life? I see you retreating and like turning inward. This is a very interesting set of emotions here. There we go. Set of emotions here. The initial M, the initial M, Pisces energy, Virgo's energy, Sagittarius' energy, Aries energy is all here, Capricorn. So are you on the cusp of Sagittarius, or are you thinking of one of those signs? Your own moon or rising sign cross watchers, and that initial that could be important to you. You know what? Someone needs to be very careful to avoid emasculating their masculine partner, because I can just see this energy where it feels like the masculine in the connection feels like the feminine side of the connection is not letting me take the lead. When I see the Emperor come in reverse, especially with the Hermit card, it's not someone who is really, I don't think they're overreacting, but I do feel like there's a lot they keep inside. So if you find that the male partner in the connection is like retreating and becoming more quiet, difficult to read, and just like keeping to themselves, it is because they feel like they don't want to show too much emotion. They don't want to overact, and they're even thinking to themselves, am I taking it the wrong way? It's like they turn inward because they feel emasculated. And I know that the masculine one in this connection really wants to feel like they're taking the lead and really playing that role. So I feel like around Capricorn's energy, it's important to let the masculine person in the connection really shine. I feel like that is just a little side note. It's interesting to me that the overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles, which shows me the opportunity for a new chapter, a fresh start, a path of abundance that could open up, asking for someone to join me on this journey. And I'm trying to promise them stability and consistency. Like I'm making that promise to them. And that is real, that's sincere. But when it comes to the connection, it feels like if the feminine person is taking on too much masculine energy, it can just really set things off in a weird place. Someone needs to know that the masculine person they're thinking about is a lot more sensitive than they may realize, because maybe they don't let that on. But that's like their power. And if they feel like that's getting taken away from them, they're not going to make a big fuss about it. What they're going to do is retreat. But then they're dealing with all of these feelings about the other one's true feelings and intentions towards them. So I feel like even a piece of advice is to just clear, defined roles in the connection. And if someone has a hard time accepting that, I just feel like it leads to struggle. Let me switch this up a bit, because someone that's feminine watching this, I feel like they want their masculine partner to step up to the plate more, to do more, to show me more, to show me and make it very clear to me that things are going to be consistent and stable between us. Okay. It's funny because I can see what someone is planning for you, Capricorn. So I also feel like you're getting a message to really have patience and kind of stay in your lane, so to speak. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful at all. But if there's a feminine energy watching this and you're waiting for the masculine to really step up to the plate, they are absolutely going to, intend to, and are planning to. Even for someone here, they're planning an engagement and they already got the ring, and it's just like a matter of time before they present it to the other one. They want to make sure everything plays out perfectly. It's funny that it feels like there's jumping to conclusions and misunderstanding things because it's not happening on my timeline. Wanting things to be more serious with this person or to move forward. Be very careful about how you play things out the second half of March, because you could really push your person away. And I say that advice from a loving place because I can see everything that they're planning to do. So if you're waiting for someone to ask you to be in a relationship with them, they are going to ask you. If you're even waiting for something as big as a proposal, that's coming. That's all in the works. It feels like where things get thrown off is believing that those things are not happening or being planned to happen when they actually are. So it feels like what happens is I do a good job, maybe unintentionally, maybe intentionally for some of you here, but of emasculating the person that I want to come towards me. They're not going to fuss, they're not going to fight. What they're going to do is retreat. So it's important for someone to know that those major things that you want out of this connection, or the next big step or move between the two of you, it's absolutely in the works. Have patience, give this person their space. They just need this time to process in order to come forward. Because what you feel you should have with this person, you're right about that. A strong future, a prosperous future, or even just like taking things to the next level, it is going to happen. Know that you are loved. They want to take the lead. That's exactly what it is. The masculine energy around Capricorn really wants to take the lead, and if they feel like they're not taking the lead, or they're being questioned or being rushed into something, or their person is like coming on too strong, they immediately feel emasculated and they will retreat into a shell, and they could even cut off communication for a few days. Or if you live with this person, it's like they just keep to themselves and are very quiet, which I know can make things uncomfortable. I feel like the more space you give this person, the better. Because they are very sensitive on top of that, and someone may not realize all of the things that they question as well. All of the thoughts they have about, well, how does my feminine energy really feel about me? They sit there and they ask these questions as well. And I know that sometimes we may not think that they do that, that they are that sensitive and that their mind goes there, but it actually does. For anyone here, I feel like this is the advice from Spirit. Give this person their space and they will absolutely come forward. If they feel like they're being rushed into something, bullied into something, or even being told that's what they should do because they're masculine, they're not going to do it. They're just not going to. And then I can see where they have really hurt feelings, but they keep a lot inside. What you need to know is the fate of this connection, and the fate absolutely says that the two of you are supposed to be together and end up in a very prosperous and happy relationship, which ironically is everything that this person is planning. They just want to take the lead and feel like they're doing it the right way on their time. So if you've been wanting things to take the next big steps, know that it is in the works, and it's important to let this person come forward. Yeah, because I can just see what happens if they feel like they're not allowed to come forward when they're ready to come forward, or do things when they say that it's right for them. It's like someone here needs to see that they can't have it both ways. Either they're going to let their masculine take the lead, or they're not going to. It's like they want to have both things. It's like they want to also be in a masculine energy and then tell the masculine energy what to do. And I just see where that doesn't work out. Also, the intentions behind it. It's not to string the other one along. It's not to be controlling. It's not to be misogynistic. It's not like that. The fact that the majority of the cards coming through are major arcana says so much about how serious this person is about you and their intentions towards you. Major arcana are like major milestones, a route together, where like the minor arcana is like, it's like the side street, so to speak. You have the main road, then you have the side streets. This person wants to go down the main road with you, the main path with you as their person. There's literally even a path that's open on the card. So the more the feminine energy backs off, the faster they get what they want. I tell you this, if you resonate with it, to use that energy to your advantage. And also, have they made it clear the role that they expect to play? Because this is a person that fully intends to play that masculine role, and it feels like the masculine role, as they perceive it in their eyes, is very traditional. Okay, that's important for you to know, Capricorn. I love you guys so much. That's what I can see going on. I really hope that this is helpful for you. Last but not least, my beautiful Aquarius, your love life, the second half of March. Let's see how things play out. I see the two of you being very loving towards each other. The thing to note in your reading, Aquarius, is it's not really through words, it's through actions. Yes, this person loves you very deeply. And okay, I need to say this because what you need to know is they love you just as much as you love them. Like, if you feel like this is my person, they're the love of my life, I've never felt this way about anyone, they feel that exact same way about you. Truly, it just feels like with the Ace of Cups in reverse, there's some things that are just not being said, but it's being shown through this person's actions. The initial M is here. Is that your initial? Also, Libra's energy has come through. Are you guys thinking of a Libra? Involved with a Libra? Cross watchers, moon or rising sign? I want to mention it because it's here. I just see someone who is working very hard, like putting in a lot of effort into the connection. And you know what happens is, like, when they're met with kind words, when they're met with compassion, when they're met with positive praise, sorry, it took me a while to find that word. When they're met with positive praise, they really thrive. It's interesting that I keep picking up on masculine and feminine energies, particularly in your reading, because so if this connection is like a girl dating a guy, right? What I can see is the man that you're dating really thrives when you're in your feminine energy, when you're being even more traditionally feminine. Take from that what you choose, but that's what spirit is showing me. Like if you're just there as like a support system to them, they thrive, and you'll see how this person is just like putting in so much work and getting so much done. Your feminine energy and being traditionally feminine towards your man, towards the masculine energy that you're involved with, it gives them so much energy and so much inner strength, and not only like positive energy as in good vibrations, it's even like physical energy where you'll see that they're like even doing more, working more, putting in more effort. So it's like the two of you have potential to work so well together, where they need you to show them that feminine side, which is what I mean by that is being nurturing, being generous with your affection, being generous with your attention, being generous with your time. Even the little things that you can do for this person, I see how much they would appreciate it. Even things as small as preparing a meal for them, I know how far that would go. So I feel like the more you have clearer defined roles, as the month plays out, it just will make things so easy, so smooth. One of the key things to take away in the energy, Aquarius, that I can see is some of you could, being very, like, I'm talking to the feminine energies now. You feel like you're being very generous towards this person that you have such deep feelings for, doing little things for them, caring for them, listening to them, like being their support system. You'll see that it is absolutely mutual and reciprocated through their actions. So if you're looking for them to really woo you with the words that they say, or for them to be very expressive towards you verbally as far as what they feel, that's not how this person is going to be. And I feel like it's important for you to know that, so it's not misinterpreted in any way. This is a person whose energy comes across as very masculine, and they're all about taking action. That's how they're going to show you that they love you and that they care for you. And then it's just a beautiful cycle that could feed itself, where the more you are generous and open and you embrace your feminine energy, the more it feeds them and they thrive off of it, and they want to in turn be there for you, build something for us, take care of you. So I feel like it's a strategy you can definitely use to your advantage if you resonate with that. I just feel like what spirit wants you to know, for whatever reason, it's coming through very strong, is in regards to how this person can be stoic. But it's like, it's just like they get into their masculine energy, and it's really nothing more than that. They may not have a whole lot to say at times. If you find that they're quiet, it just feels like this person is just more relaxed. Doesn't mean anything more than that. So if someone is at all questioning that, or please don't let your mind wander or worry or let it trigger anything for you if you've gone through something difficult in the past outside of this relationship. This person, they're not cheating on you. They're not seeing anyone else, dealing with anyone else. It just feels like they're action oriented. They're very focused on their work and their goals. Stoic, but like their heart beats for you. Everything that they're doing is for you and for the connection. So the more you're kind and show this person your support, and even when they actually do want to open up and talk, if you just listen and let them have the floor, oh my gosh, I can just see how that can bring the two of you closer. Maybe even than you ever thought you would be, or if you already feel like you're close, you can get closer. That's why the Nine of Swords is coming in reverse, because it's about healing. All right, you guys, Leo's energy is also here. Is anyone thinking of a Leo, involved with a Leo? Cross watchers, moon or rising sign, Aquarius. I'll mention it to you because that's also coming through. I just feel like I'm getting a lot of advice for someone. So they understand why their person acts the way that they do. You know, it's not a red flag. It's not an indication of anything other than they're just very much in their masculine energy and just more stoic and focused. The beautiful thing about it is everything that they're working on, they feel is for my future with my Aquarius and what I want to be able to contribute to this connection. And I will say this for anyone who is in the talking stages, or you have your sights set on this man and you want to end up together, you want him to be yours. It's already charted, it's already been predetermined. You feel those feelings because it's like you guys have been together lifetime after lifetime. So if you already feel like you're in love with this person, all of that is real, it's true, and it's not just from this lifetime. That's important for you to know. And they feel just as deeply for you. And if you're looking for things to move to the next phase, know that it is going to, and know that with peace and love in your mind and in your heart. And the more you're there for this person, now they may not be able to spend as much time with you as you'd like, but it's important for you to know their intention. Like if they're picking up extra shifts and things like that, it's because they want to be able to, in turn, do something fun with you, take care of you, be there for you. That's very, very important. And the more you are supportive, I'm telling you how to get so many brownie points with this man or the masculine energy. That is how you can really get brownie points with them. Even if you want to adopt very traditional and feminine traits, cooking a meal for them, helping them out, maybe even around their house, around your house, just you have to do what you feel is best for you depending on what you feel is right for you. But that's what I can see going on, and I can just see how that can bring the two of you closer and tighter than you've ever been. Because if someone here watching this feels like I want to make them mine, I want them to be my future husband, I want them to be with me, I want them to be my boyfriend, that's how you can get this person. I can see what really wins them over is when someone is fully in their feminine, traditional energy. Some things that the masculine energy is not capable of the way that you are, as far as your nurturing ways, your heart, your generosity, being a caretaker. That's what I mean by the feminine, traditional energy. Because I can see that's what they need from you, that's what they want from you, and whoever can do that is absolutely going to get this man that they desire to get. Or just to bring the connection closer, if you feel like you already have him and you guys are together, it'll only bring the two of you closer. It's like there's little things that impacts the masculine energy greatly that they may not say, but they will show how deeply touched they are by it. Even this is kind of a personal message, but for whoever it is that's dating a man and he has a really hard time sleeping, the more you're just kind of there for them and you listen to him and you tap into your feminine energy and you're like the nurturer, the nurturing side of the connection, you'll see that he starts to tell you like, wow, I got a great night's sleep, I'm feeling so much better. And that's because of you and your energy. So for anyone who's waiting for the other one to just tell me that they love me, know that they do. They truly do. How you feel about them is how they feel about you. It just feels like what Spirit wants you to know is they're going to show you that they love you. Even if they don't tell you that, they're going to show you that. Okay, you guys, that's what I can see going on second half of March. I do hope that you enjoyed the reading. I send you so much love and light. I just want to say thank you guys again for, watching today. I'm so grateful and happy that you guys are here and I got to do this for you. Subscribe, leave a like on the video, comment. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next reading.